Hello, welcome back. Today I will show you how to make a grinding prism. First we need to mill a piece of steel. In my case I found a nice metal block, and we start by making all the surfaces even. For this operation, a big fly cutter is very useful here. Making the block into a perfect rectangular shape takes some time. If you haven't practiced making straight angles and parallel surfaces before, this is a great way to do it. The final block looks like this. We see all the surfaces are almost perfect, and we can do second operation. We use a digital protractor to check a 45-degree angle for the cutout. Now we change the milling cutter to a multi-insert cutter and start making the cut. This step takes about 2 hours. Each time the cutter removes more material. Cooling is not necessary. You can also try different feed speeds. If you are still learning how to use your milling machine, this is a good chance to test different settings and listen to the machine sounds. Here we are making the angle bigger. The machine is running at almost 500 RPMs, and digital measurements are very helpful. At the end of the milling, I decided to make the cutout smaller, leaving more steel at the bottom for better strength. This doesn't change how the prism works, of course. There are still about 5 mm left to mill down, which you will see soon. To make the prism, we mainly use a caliper, digital measurements, a protractor, and the edge finder. I use a digital edge finder because we need to make a groove in the center very precisely. This groove will help object sit at an angle. I'm using an 8 mm cutter. After a few passes, the groove is ready. The surface turned out very well. In a moment you will see how well it fits with a square block. The fit is so precise that even hair can't fit between them. Next, we round some edges, and this is how the round shape looks. And here's how it will be mounted in a vise. Now we drill the holes to attach into the table. My setup uses 90 mm spacing. After setting the center of the piece, we mill the edges again and drill the holes. The small side holes help hold the clamping bracket. The bigger holes are for M12 bolts with space for hex screws. As you can see, there is also a hole in the center. After checking, I realize it's useful to have this hole for different measurements. Later, we add some side slots for my Vise clamps. I use a 60mm cutter to mill a 50mm deep slot. I also add some cutting fluid because this is a heavy cutting operation, but after a few passes it's done. These slots help to hold the workpiece better, and they also look good. The last step is to make the top holes deeper for M8 bolts and add threads. To be honest, I made a small mistake. The mounting holes should be 50mm apart instead of 40mm, but it's not a big problem. And here's the final piece. Thanks for watching.